Robbie, I want to talk about Ruben Amorim. Is it the end of him at Manchester United? I go through some damning quotes he said post the game against Grimsby. Kind of have a conversation, summarise everything that's gone on in the last kind of 24 hours. Oh, not 24 hours, but ever since the game against Grimsby. Now, again, he said some crazy things. I'll go through all the main quotes that he said, and let's have a conversation. Now, do I think it's the end? I absolutely hope not. I think I'm a guy, sorry, not a player. I'm a guy that's going to back Ruben Amorim to the end. I think this is not the end yet, but some of the things that he has said post the game could kind of hint otherwise. Is there potential resignation on the cards? I don't know, because again, he talked about what went wrong with the game. He said everything. The way we started the game, we were not even here. He said he's really sorry to the fans and the better team won. He said the players spoke. He said, "I'm truly sorry to the fans. I don't know why they had so many spaces. We started without intensity. We were lost. The best team won. The best players lost. When you lose to a fourth division team, it's not the goalkeeper, it's everything. I think the team and the players spoke really loudly today. We lost and the best team won." I don't get what that means. Other players trying to tell him that they're not for him, or he needs to change the formation. I mean, there's something going on at United. And again, Amorim was talking about sort of the bond and all the things that United players have formed together, but that just doesn't seem to be working. I mean, we just look lost against Grimsby yesterday. There was no cohesion, there was no togetherness. And this against a League Two side like a City or a Liverpool would be 4-5-0. And yes, we're not at that quality. And Amorim said post the Arsenal game, we can beat any Premier League team. Well, we obviously can't, and that's one of the biggest problems for me. The inconsistency is ridiculous. He talked about how he can solve the problems. I think they gave the response on the pitch, so I don't need to talk about that. We have a game on a weekend, then two things, and we can solve this out. I mean, there's one positive. We can't get any worse than this. We thought last season was bad. We can't get any worse than where we are now. 3 games in, 2 losses, 1 draw, 16th in the Premier League. We have Burnley, Newcastle, and Chelsea as our next 3 games, with the international break in between. There's a lot of problems, and he said we have a match, then we have 2 weeks and we will sort things out. He said the players broke on the pitch. That's something that he said. But yeah, it does look like he said, I think it's very clear what the players spoke, so let's move on. And I think that was clear for everybody. The way we start without any intensity or the idea of pressure, we were lost, and I think that's why they spoke very loud. We can't change everything in a single summer. We need to win matches, but we must not show this kind of performance. I think it's a bit of a limit. Something must change. For now, we need to focus on the weekend. Then we have time to think. Now, do I think it's the end of Amorim? I don't want it to be, as I said again. But Ineos have been pretty ruthless, so again, they could make this sort of decision to leave. I think if he was to leave, it'd make it worse to him, for him. But again, he might not survive. I mean, Ineos' ruthlessness could see Ruben Amorim sacked. And again, listen, he's had some good moments, and he's had some bad moments. But I don't know what the future is of this team. And you kind of see the players are no longer playing for him anymore. There's a huge disconnection. There's no really togetherness. And I think with Manchester United, like, I don't know what's going to happen with Ruben. I think I thought he was the guy to take us forward. That may well be true to be, but this is the guy Ineos wanted. So they've backed their guy. They spent £200 million on bringing in Sesko, Kunyuran and Burmo. They wanted to get a midfielder in. They're looking at a goalkeeper. So they do back the manager, just not going right for him. And I don't know what it is. I don't really know what the issue is. We just look so inconsistent, so lethargic. And we are a really poor team. And I mean, people are talking about Ten Hag, 2 trophies in 3 seasons. And it seems like that sort of football is what United kind of do well in terms of not really thinking about the future, just come in, short philosophy, and that's what Ten Hag was doing. He never fully adopted the way he wanted to play at United. He was just doing with what the players that he had, and that's something that people are calling Ruben Amorim to do. The players are not fit for his system, and there are huge problems going on. I think Ruben Amorim knows exactly what to kind of expect from these players, working for them for all the time that he has. There's a lot of problems at the club, and I think we know that. I think Ruben Amorim said he wants to stay here 20 years. At this rate, he's not going to make it a full season. So, yeah, it's weird, but Again, his record at United isn't great as well. Like 23.5% win rate. I'm pretty sure that's relegation sort of levels. He's played 34 games, won 8, drawn 10, lost 16. He's lost double the games that he's won. Like, it is very, very embarrassing. Is this the end? He's fuming. Again, people are saying he's not going anywhere, and I hope he doesn't. People are saying he's likely to walk and leave Manchester United. But listen, that's just my opinion. Then we should keep Ruben Amorim. I don't think it's the end. Listen, we're 3 games into a season. Yes, it hasn't been great. And yes, he's had time. But again, do we continue to just go in a cycle that we've been used to over the last couple of years, where we just get the same manager or get a new manager that's doing well in Europe, rest, repeat? Like, it's just no good. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below.